When you look at the sun, you sometimes see it clearly, but sometimes you'll see it shining way bigger than its actual shape. That circle of light that makes it look bigger is called a halo. The halo effect also happens when a person, product, or company shines like the sun. Then we don't see them clearly and associate all sorts of unrelated qualities to them. The halo effect also explains why some teachers give better-looking students higher grades. One study looked at the grades of 4,500 pupils who were sorted by volunteers into 3 groups: below average, average, and above average looking. Did the better-looking people get better grades? The researchers then compared students' grades between classes taken in traditional classrooms with those taken online where there was little to no face-to-face interaction. The researchers later found evidence that students who were rated as good-looking earned significantly lower grades in online courses compared to traditional classrooms where they got help from their halo. Since the physical attributes of good-looking people seem to naturally make them also appear intelligent, strong, and trustworthy, here is one good rule of thumb. If you have an accident and you have to choose between 2 equally qualified doctors, ignore their halo and choose the less handsome one. He might have worked twice as hard to gain the same reputation and is likely better at his job.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, Hamashiach Yahushai. Shalom to you, brothers and sisters listening in. This lesson is going to be over wiles of the devil, halo effect. Your feelings do not tell you the truth. So what we've seen from the video, hopefully we got a little bit more understanding, but if we didn't, I want to pull out this quick example, just a little bit more about what halo is and to sum things up. It says, for example, you might see a physically attractive person and assume they are genuine, smart, or trustworthy. This bias is so common that the halo effect is sometimes generalized to refer to the specific assumption that what is beautiful is good. So we tend to assume that attractive people are usually more genuine, are generous, smart, are trustworthy, are just good, all around good, just because they're attractive. And that's our assumption. So the scriptures tell us that we cannot judge based off of appearance. And I want to get that real quick. This is the book of John, chapter 7, and verse 24. Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Now, when we do judge, you can judge according to appearance based off of if a person is wearing a dress, a man wearing a dress, or a woman being masculine. So these things we can judge based off of according to appearance, but it says to judge righteous judgment. So that is a righteous judgment. But what it's talking about, just because a man looks poor, not attractive, you can't judge him based off of that appearance. And I want to back that up with a precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 2 in the G&T. Do not compliment a person on his good looks. On the other hand, do not look down on someone who is unattractive. Compared to most flying things, a bee is very small, but the honey it makes is the sweetest of foods. Don't make fun of someone who falls on hard times and is dressed in rags. The Lord does wonderful things that human beings never notice. So we see Now, you can't judge someone just because they fall on hard times, because they look a certain way, meaning their appearance isn't the best. They don't have the best clothes on. They don't have the best shoes on. Their hair is not cut to or fixed to the certain type of, the way you might think that it should be. You can't judge someone based off of that. So what we tend to do is we have what the psychologists say a halo effect. We have, because they look attractive, they look a certain way, they have a suit on, they have a tie and a suit on, they must be right because it looks right. And that's something that we cannot do. You can't keep judging based off of that type of appearance. You can't keep doing that. So, and I'm going to get this in the KJV. This is Sirach chapter 11 and verse 2 in the KJV. It says, "Commend not a man on his beauty, neither abhor a man on his outward appearance." It's telling us again, we cannot judge someone based off of the clothes that they got on because it's unclean, or their appearance because they're not washed properly, or they're not clean cut, shaved. You can't judge someone based off of that. But the scriptures say judge righteous judgment. So you can judge on appearance. It just has to be righteously, right? So unrighteous is because they don't have an Armani suit on, or Gucci bags, or you can't do that. You can't do that. This is the book of Sirach chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, "Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire." So a lot of our people, and the scripture is talking about men, being deceived by her beauty, by her outward appearance, because she looks a certain way. But inwardly, she's a demon. That's the same way when it comes to some of these men, because they look a certain way. They got the build, the shoes, the swag, and then you stuck with a man because you slept with him because of his appearance, and now you're stuck with a demon. That's something you cannot keep doing, right? We can't keep falling into this halo effect. We're supposed to be good judges, righteous judge. We can't just keep falling into the same old holes over and over again. Not only do your life depend on it, but your children's life depends on it too. You get some of these women, I just seen a video where this mother, she says she slept with her son and she loved it. She enjoyed it.
I had it with my own son.
You had sex with your own son?
Own son, yeah.
How did it happen?
Oh, sometimes I post on my WhatsApp status that I feel like I miss my ex-girls. I feel like going back to any of them to, have sex with them. And say, mommy, I'll use me as a vibrator. I have the real vibrator. I say, hey, wow. And what is your real vibrator? Is that the natural vibrator? That is the penis.
Right.
And that was when I realized that my son is not that old, but he has a big.
He has a big dick.
Yeah.
So how long was that session?
It was just once, but he has been calling me and telling me, "Oh, mommy, I've missed you, so anytime you need me, I can come and make you happy."
You can come and make. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I did enjoy it.
You did enjoy it.
Yeah.
You missed, that feeling.
But he's my son, so I can't continue.
You can't continue having sex with him. But did you come? Was he able to do it to the point where?
Oh, he was able to satisfy me.
He was able to satisfy.
But he's my son, so.
But you can't continue having sex with him.
But anytime I feel like having sex, and I invite him.
He will have sex with you.
Yeah.
That's a demon. That's a demon, man. We can't do this, man. We got to do better. We got to do better as a people. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 11. It says, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." The wiles of the devil is lies. Majority of the time, the wiles of the devil is trickery, and lies, deceitfulness. Your feelings does not always tell you the truth. You've got to learn you got to learn how to keep your feelings in check, because Satan uses your feelings as a weapon against you. If you don't have control over your feelings, he can use those against you and destroy a whole marriage and destroy your whole life because you don't have your feelings in check. He can cause you to remember something that happened years ago that you know y'all done already got clarification on, y'all done already solved as a couple, but because you don't have your feelings in check, he now brings something up in you to make you think that your spouse is now doing something, right? And it just you run off of that feeling because you don't have your feelings in check, and now you're ready to burn the house down. You're ready to throw this person out. You're ready to get rid of him or get rid of her, right? You have got to keep your feelings in check. Those are the wiles of the devil. Make sure you keep your feelings in check, because that can be a tool against you if you don't. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 32 in the GNT. It is better to be patient than powerful. It is better to win control over yourself than over a whole city. So it's better to be patient than powerful. It's better to win control or control yourself than control a whole city. Now, we live in a world where everything that was just said, everything opposite that was just said is true. People would think it's better to be more powerful than to be patient, or it's better to control a whole city than control yourself. We see the TV shows, we see the music videos, we see these things, we see the way the world is. The world is contrary against God, but the Bible, God is telling us that it's better to be patient than powerful. It's better to control your own spirit than to control a whole city. These things we got to keep in our mind. We cannot let the devil win these easy battles. This is an easy battle, but we have a tendency to keep falling into the same hole. We have a tendency to keep falling into the same trap. So the next time Satan tries to lie to you in your relationship, and he brings up something that you know y'all done fixed years ago, or I don't feel like I got clarification on it. Man, it's been gone. Y'all, that argument has been over with. Let it go. Let it go, man. That's just Satan trying to conjure up something in you so he can destroy your marriage. That's what he does. He's here to destroy. This is the book of John chapter 10 and verse 10. It says, "The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly." So Satan has come to kill, steal, and destroy everything that the Most High God has set up good in your life. You can't let him win. And a lot of times he wins it through you. You can be your worst enemy. So you have to control your emotions. You got to control the way you judge situations. Your feelings don't always tell you the truth. So with that, Lord willing, we got a little bit of understanding on how the halo effect can get us caught up in a bad situation. So don't let the halo effect get you caught up. I know we always want something that's glittery. We want something that's sparkly and pretty. But not everything that glitters is gold. I remember Kanye West said it like this one time. The people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest things. This is a very true statement. A lot of times, the prettiest people do the ugliest things because they've never been corrected, because they've always been seen as right, because they're attractive. They've never been corrected. They've never been checked. The prettiest people sometimes can have the ugliest character because there's that psychology fact. It's called the halo effect. right? Where they seem, because they're good looking, because they're attractive, they must be good. We see this also in advertisements. You might see a burger that looks delicious, but when you go behind the scenes, it's not even real meat. They use like, I don't know, cardboard or putty, and cheese isn't real cheese when it comes to the advertisement. I know ice cream is like mashed potatoes. The syrup they put on the ice cream is something else. So it's all a deceiving thing. It's just to make it look attractive. And because it looks attractive, it's now enticing. We desire to have it. So just because it glitters doesn't make it gold. Doesn't make it good. So another trick of the devil is to use attractiveness to get you off of your game. So don't let Satan use that wile. Don't you let Satan use that trick or that tool or that lie to deceive you. With that, I pray that we all learn and got a little bit of understanding. And I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, HaMashiach, Yahushai. Shalom.